I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show. Liverpool taking on Carlisle United in the Capital One Cup at Anfield on Wednesday. Yeah, it was so funny. I was driving into the office this morning and they had like a bookie specialist on whatever radio channel I was listening to, and they said like Liverpool versus Carlisle should be an easy one, that shouldn't it? And the response was on the lines of like, yeah. It should be. It should be. But Chris, at the risk of setting you up for another Norwich-style vine, there should be absolutely no fucking excuses about this game.
Well, hang on. Before I start making random statements, what league are they in?
2.
League 2.
That's the old
fourth division.
Yeah. I'm worried. No, I don't. It really depends on what side we play. You know?
Does it though? No, Chris, it doesn't depend on what side we play.
It shouldn't do, but it does.
It shouldn't. We always sit here and we say, if we're loaning a young player out and it's going to go to League Two, he has to be the best player in that league. We say it all the time.
It never happens.
Not League Two level, no.
But you know what I mean? That's what we think. We think of players like Rossiter. Like ultimately, even if he makes 6 changes to the team he played against Norwich, they're going to be of a better standard. We hope, or our club's in a lot more worse trouble than.
I'm going to say right now, and we'll throw this up there because this we might as well not. If we're not capable of beating Carlisle United at home with any combination of senior players that we have at this club, then what's the point? What is the fucking point? Because there can be no, because we've talked about, and we've done the final word to talk after Norwich, and Chris was the voice of positivity, which makes a refreshing change. But you were absolutely right. You're absolutely right to still continue to look for positives, because that football is about the positives. You know what I mean? That's why you watch it. It's meant to be an entertainment. You're meant to find some form of entertainment and enjoyment from the game. But that's fine, and you can find. And we talk about games in isolation. In isolation, Bordeaux as an away result was acceptable, and you can not get across the line in games like Norwich every now and again. So it's not fine, but it happens. And the problem is, of course, you can fucking lose to lower league opposition in cup games. The fact that matters, Liverpool cannot afford to fucking do this anymore, Aubrey. The time. This is like we've accepted it to a point. But ultimately, there will be no more. I don't think there will be any more excusing things. I don't think there will be any more, if only on another days. The manager and the players have got to get it right in the week.
First and foremost, it doesn't matter what game it is. If we don't win, so in a scenario where it's anything other than a win, that's 5 games without a win, which is unacceptable for a team that has spent the money that we've got, can call on the players that we've got in this historically Liverpool Football Club. We should not be accepting a run where we go 5 games without a win, especially when we've got tougher runs to come in the season.
This is our easy run of games. 4 home fixtures, 4 winnable home fixtures that we've already drawn the first one.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who it was. We can't be. It's a worrying slide to. That's the standard for the rest of the season if we don't win that. Secondly, what happens is, let's say we don't win it but we draw. Got a fucking another game to play, or does it go to? They don't even do replays anymore. So it'd be playing an extra 30 minutes and putting that pressure on.
Pens as well,
because the Middlesbrough pens,
and all the pens,
every pen that was ever taken.
But it's still going.
Yeah, the Rossiter's still out there, just like taking dizzy pens on that field. Those kids.
Like that.
But yeah, so you're talking. It's like we don't want another 30 minutes because even though it's winnable games, playing that extra amount of footy. Also, okay, it's the cock or whatever, the cup. A cup run would be all right.
We got to the semi-finals of that competition last season. Brendan Rodgers needs silverware. Yeah. Liverpool needs silverware. I would be upset if we don't get to the final of that competition this year. You need to improve upon what you've done the season before. Yeah. And people, we talk a lot about like distractions and all this kind of stuff. Just exactly like the Europa League for me. It's bullshit, Chris. Fucking Liverpool need to get back into the swing of winning trophies.
Well, they need to get back into the swing of winning football games.
Scoring some goals.
Scoring goals. But yeah, we should never take any competition. Like, not with the sizes you've just said, the size of the squad and the available talent that we've got. I mean, if I see the likes of Brannigan, Kiervea, Rossiter, Sinclair, Origi, maybe Lallana, Lovren, Gomez on the pitch. They should be fucking they should be trouncing Carlisle. You know, and as you correctly say, in my opinion, if they don't go there, we're fucking in a world of trouble. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the good thing, we talked about this again on the Final Word show, was how the players that performed in Bordeaux were amongst our best performers at the weekend against
that's
Norwich.
because you dangle a carrot and they fucking took their opportunity against Bordeaux.
Absolutely.
Well.
And I want to see that flipped again, and I want to see players going into this game. The problem is Lovren will probably play it, but I want to see players who are getting this chance in this game to go, I could be in the game. I could be in the side for Aston Villa. I could make myself an important player for Liverpool here.
So Lovren goes in there and then Aston Villa buy Lovren and he plays for Aston Villa.
Sure. Yeah.
And he makes himself an important player for Liverpool.
Yeah, he's got Villa written all over him, hasn't he? But the thing is, like I say, I want to see those.
Coates and Lovren and displace what is already the worst centre-back partnership in the history of the Premier League in Kabul and Coates, with the Coates and the Lovren fucking.
Yeah, absolutely. But the point is, what I think there's the fear with these games, and we've seen these time and time again, is when you've got like a second string team, as it were, or you mix it up in it.
Say fluid.
No, the problem is that you've got players who they're either overconfident. There's not enough character. There's not enough desire. You know what I mean? There's people who turn up and think the games are won because they're going to be good enough. And I want to see a really hungry Liverpool side put out there who wants to go out and fucking.
Great. I just want to see some goals.
Yeah,
man.
but you know what? Fuck this shit. I want to see us go out there and I want to see fucking Carlisle fans crying in the stands. And you know what? It's not very Liverpool. It's not very Liverpool to fucking cry on the misery of other football fans. But fuck it, I'm so fucking annoyed.
Some 8-year-old boy with his dad in a Carlisle shirt, just in
all
bits.
The fucking way. It's his first game, and he's watched his little fucking heroes annihilated on the fucking.
Should we do the fan cams from the Carlisle end in case that happens?
No, but yeah, you can get a little knife in the ribs, like. But no, I don't give a shit now. I'm fucking past it. You know, we've got a fucking great ethos as a football club. That's why Liverpool stands above other clubs for me. Head and shoulders is the way that we love football and we appreciate good football. But fuck it, man. I literally want to see them cry. I want to see their little fucking hopes and dreams destroyed. And I want, you know what?
Remind me to pack the zoom lens for Paul when we go there so we can watch from the cop.
But you know what?
Just in case.
You know what the worst thing is that it's like this notion of like because they're a League Two opposition, the commentators are all going to be on their side. You know what I mean? The neutrals will all want fucking Carlisle to do something.
Great story.
Fuck that, like you know what I mean? I want, you know what? And you know what? You should. And I want to hate as well as this notion of. If like you play teams that you're meant to be miles better than, it's, you don't over celebrate. Fucking celebrate. Run the length of the pitch and slide in front of their fans and fucking fist pump and all that. Like, I mean, don't care. Fucking decorum, be fucked. I just want to just go out there and fucking just smash some teams off the fucking park for a change.
Yeah.
For a fucking change.
Oh, I could get behind that, mate. I could get behind that all day long.
Just that. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done with this. I'm fucking done with all this fucking bullshit. Like, you know,
turn the lights off and go it
turn it off. Fucking wind it in. Fucking pack it up. Let's go on.
Who do you want to see play?
I don't care. You know what? I want to see.
Who do you want to see play?
I want Firmino to start, because I think he needs a good performance and he needs a goal.
He should play where Coutinho.
Hang on, I've asked you. It's Aubrey's turn now. It's Aubrey's turn now.
Yeah, so Firmino has to start. He has to play well. He has to.
Fucking Aubrey, fucking shut up. You shut up. Fucking pick a team to fucking win, Brendan. Pick a fucking team that's fucking capable of fucking winning the game. And if they don't fucking win, take them with you when you fuck off. Anyway, fucking.
You did a very good job of reining that in.
2 minutes in between the shows. Did you get a fucking bad phone call?
No, it's fucking bullshit, man. I'm sat here fucking. We shouldn't even be doing a fucking show about it like you're in. It should be. We should be able to come in and say, how much are we going to beat these by? Yeah. But we can't say
because
that.
We're going to get fined.
We can't. No, fuck fine if you want. And we can't say that because Liverpool is shite at the minute. And you know what I mean? And that needs to fucking. And that's the sorry state of affairs that we're in right now. Is that no one is confident going into this game. Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Players and the manager, isn't it? But that's it. I know you're right.
I've never seen Paul.
No, you're actually spot on, and that
was it bad traffic on the way to work this morning.
Mate, I've had a cunt to the morning.
But no, you're spot on, because literally we've got, you said, that run of 4 games. That
How many players have we registered for this competition?
Not enough in my opinion.
Yeah, you're angry about something that happened 5 years ago, Paul.
Yeah!
What was it?
I don't know, but I'm angry about it, and that's the most important thing. My anger is pure and
Well,
righteous.
I'm just
going
going
to
to go out there and say that, like,
Go on,
the
who's
players
playing?
that I said, Kiribati needs to start for me, Jordan Rossiter needs to start, Jordan
Teixeira.
Ibe. No, Teixeira, I've not considered him. I would be more than happy with Firmino, Lallana and Origi as maybe a front three in some way, and I'd like to see Firmino up front.
Yeah.
You know, if maybe one behind two there, something like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to see Teixeira or Firmino play Coutinho's position from the weekend. I think it's more likely going to be Firmino, I guess, because he's obviously
I don't see the point of actually playing Teixeira just yet, because I think he's miles away from the first team, whereas I think the others, after the showing against Bordeaux, have got a little bit of a chance, you know, especially Rossiter with Lucas being in the side at the moment and stuff. So
yeah.
Does Sturridge play?
Yes, but not from the start.
I think he starts.
You think he starts?
I think he starts again. He needs
He starts and gets 60 and gets off.
Yeah,
fair enough. Like,
And hopefully he walks off on 60 with a hat-trick or something ridiculous, and you know.
And that's exactly it.
Lovely,
And
like,
I think that's the problem, isn't it? Is that with the midfield, yeah, like Rossiter and Kiribati did an admirable job against Bordeaux, and I want to see Rossiter in particular get as many minutes on the pitch. So yeah, start Rossiter. But
are you sure, Paul?
You just broke him.
But I would start with I'd keep Milner in or someone like that. I would put someone senior alongside him, because I think that's where the reason we didn't have enough against Bordeaux is that midfield is not good enough. You know what I mean? Rossiter, I like Rossiter and I like Kiribati, one or the other. You know, then
I'd probably have Lucas with them, to be honest, for me.
Yeah. I mean, Lucas carried
Milner
Milner
looked really tired towards the end of the game for me against Norwich, so that's personally why I'd go Lucas.
Or maybe just again.
But the point is you need somebody with experience with them.
Like, I think again, I would at this point, when it's Wednesday to in fact, when is the Villa games? Is it the Saturday or the Sunday?
I think it's the Saturday.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm of the opinion that if those were the green shoots of recovery against Norwich, there's probably a case to be made that we should just play the same fucking team. You know what I mean? Because this fluency that fucking I'm pretty sure was a word that Ben Millade invented on the show last season, that Brendan Rodgers and now the Liverpool FC website have adopted. How are you going to get that if you're not playing players? I think there's a real case to be made that keep as much of that team playing. You maybe, let's say, swap Firmino in for Coutinho, maybe swap Rossiter in for Lucas, just to keep it a little bit fresh. Yeah. He'll probably start instead of Benteke if he's a doubt. Maybe Gomez for Chan.
As a back three?
Yeah. I'd put Gomez in for Chan.
And that's it, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. I think I don't know, I kind of hope he'll play Klein as the right of the three, because I do, and I've said this a couple of times, I see him as there. I think he's perfect for it. Like,
the problem is that we still don't have that right wing back solution.
Jordan Ibe comes into the team.
Could do it. And it's not, and I'm not saying he's the right wing back like Klein was. You know, he was very much defensive minded. I see him more as, you know, the way Moreno was much further up the pitch, and even Moreno just hang back a little bit and say, you're 10 yards deeper today. Jordan Ibe, you're essentially a right midfielder today. You know, we'll call you a right wing back all we want, but you're the right midfielder for us.
Well, why not? If that's the case, why not just basically play 4-4-2 and put him as, you know what I mean?
Because we don't play 4-4-2. I mean, if it was 4-4-2 diamond, then he's inside too much, and that's where he doesn't do his good work.
But I mean, you might as well just.
We got a left winger though, have we?
But the point is, I guess. But the point is, that if you're gonna push, if you're gonna tell him, it ends up. Yeah, I don't. The problem with it is ultimate Ibe is that we tried him like that against away at Bordeaux. And I know it's home and it's against shit opposition. So
I think we need to get him working there, because attacking wise we'll be much better if we can.
If we can.
But I think it'd be cool if you give Gomez a go in the centre again, because I think he looked really good there when he got moved there against Bordeaux.
Skirtle.
Instead of Skirtle, and I think he'll probably just put fucking Lovren in, although I'd rather see Sakho start again, because he definitely, although he had a decent enough game, he needs more minutes under his belt still.
I think that's right. I can say, I just think, particularly the defence, we should look to keep that together now, because we tried it at the start of the season to keep it as many of the back five, as it were, together as possible. I think we should do the same. Again, yeah, you're right, I guess I can see a case for Ibe coming in for... That's how you make that team more attacking, isn't it? You know what I mean? You put Ibe in for Klein.
The problem is, like, we're already talking, and, you know, it's only, the second midweek game on the bounce now, isn't it? But you're already thinking Moreno there's no one else to take Moreno's place in that squad if we continue with that formation. So again, it makes you question the transfer policy in the summer and whether he planned for this or whether it's been forced upon him, because there's literally nobody else who can play that left wing back position.
No, you're 100% right. I completely agree with that. And I think this is just this fucking panic formation, isn't it? You know, when things are going fucking tits up, it goes back to this because it's good, sound, and it's sound and solid, and he knows it's all right. Like, and he knows that he's got some players who will do all right. And Ray Chan being the best example of that. We're still yet to see anything that really says he's a boss. He's going to be a boss. We've seen flashes, but we haven't seen any consistency from him in a midfield position. Whereas you can chuck him in at the right side of a back three and he'll be fine. Even though, again, I thought he was very up and down.
I thought he was all right. And it was more the fact that, I spoke about, like, the triangles on the left-hand side and stuff, but the right-hand side, for me, Lucas and Milner split. Klein hugged the touchline, and Chan just strode forward with the ball, like, and it was such an easier way to break out of defence. Yeah. You know, it was all to do with, it wasn't just Chan, it was the fact that everybody's creating space for him to go into, and when he gets into the centre of the park and there's space around him, a couple of times he made the wrong decision, but a couple of times he made some really good balls and stuff, and it really did help us get further up the field. Like, so I like Chan against Norwich.
Yeah, he's alright. He's still a bit of a fucking liability. It's the only issue with him.
He looked good. He made some good tackles when he moved to the midfield as well, actually, in fairness to him. That's probably one of the best I've seen him as a midfielder. Yeah.
I think in terms of who's liable to come in then, I think pick from Gomez, Rossiter, Firmino. I think Ings would probably start, maybe Origi, or Lallana.
I think Origi over. I think Ings is now first team, which is crazy considering Sturridge has just come back.
But this is the thing, isn't it? It's that question marks over if Sturridge. It depends if Benteke's fit, because if he's not and you want to persist with two up top, which you should, then I think Ings and Sturridge start, so you can try and get them working into a little partnership with the knowledge that Sturridge isn't going to play 90 minutes, and you've got Origi on the bench, and you can hopefully do a like for like ish with that famous Belgian. 3-0 to Liverpool.
Okay.
2-0.
I'm with you on 2-0.
That'd be fucking shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A really tough, boring, but hope still won.
Yeah, look, the fact is, look, I just to spring it back from the rage of earlier that I induced, that they're going to be coming to Anfield. It's going to be and this is always what happens. It's going to be the biggest game of a lot of those players' careers. They'll fucking be leaving nothing on the pitch. You're dying for the shit, yada yada yada. And I've said this time and time again. When Liverpool players don't match that intensity in cup games, we get beat. Always struggle when we go to extra time and pens and blah blah blah.
That's what happens in the Europa League most of the time for us as well.
If we match it, then our superior quality should shine through on top, and that's all. That's the bare minimum requirements. And the fact is that we should be able to do that, and we should be able to get through. Let us know your thoughts on the game then in the comments below. What are your score predictions? Which players would you really like to see come into the side as well? Don't forget to check out the redmentv.com for more exclusive content this week. We're going to be looking ahead post this match to Aston Villa. You'll be doing a formation show?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. There'll be loads of other great content as well. Go and check it out completely free for a month. But I'll take to the website at the end of the video. Click through, check it out. It's boss. Be happy. To the best of your ability, and literally I'm like I feel like a pregnant teenager here, like hormonal mood swings left, right, and centre. We'll get through it all, I'm sure, and we'll see it all post match. Did we actually do enough to do that?
Is this where we slide into the negatives?
No. It will go.
Do you know what? I'll argue against it all being negative from yesterday anyway, because I genuinely don't feel like it all was.
No, it wasn't all negative at all. Like I said, there's plenty of positives, but I think there's that. It comes down to it that although we played two up top, we still had a lot of defensive players on the pitch.
Yeah.
There's a case to be made that he could have gone. a shade braver with that.
Yeah, when you're playing Lucas in your team as well, so that, yeah, because you've got three at the back. Now I know obviously is he a centre back or is he a midfielder dropping deep? But ultimately he's starting off on the pitch as a centre back. Then you've got two full backs who are